Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today I'm going to share with you a card that I'm not sure the name, but I think we're going to call it Undercover. And the reason why, it's the dragonfly, it's at the top. And when I'm going to open this, I call it the party inside, but boom, it's the end. So you can do that with many shapes. You're just going to have to alternate your opening here. So to get started, I'm using a piece of Bermuda Bay that measures 8.5 by 5.5. All measurements going to be on my blog, so you can click above in the eye or below in the description. Now I'm using a lot of Lovely for the designer series paper. We have to glue this first before we're going to do the opening to have that it slides through. I'm using Fast Use. You can use your favorite glue, and I'm going to put that right at the top. And I'm laughing here because I'm going to share with you what I did. When I did this one here, I kept my thing closed. So you can see it almost went through that. So you guys going to learn from my mistakes. So that's what it's nice when somebody make a mistake. Then you can learn from them. Make sure that you open this. Now, we're using the dragonfly. And I use the big one. Come back here. Now, for my opening, you could do the opening with your paper cutter. For me, I think it make it ragged on the side. I'm using a piece from the barn door. And this is the little piece for the track. That's what I'm using from the barn door. Now, I'm going to put that diagonal, because that's the way it's going to go on my card. And I want to check about where it's going to go with my dragonfly. So you see my wings are very wide. So it's going to go about right here. Okay, now you're going to say, well, it's going to go off the card, right? So to not get off the card, you're going to take your plate, pass it through, and then you're going to decide about where you want to stop this. Okay, so now I know where I'm going. Oops. Let's check that back out. The best thing, I'm going to use a temporary tape here. Going to put that right there, so it won't move on me. My wing is out. So you have to make sure your wings stay in the surface of the card. Okay, I'm going to put my little temporary tape there. Now I'm going to take my plate, slide it a bit. Now you see, that's about your wing, not your wing, but the tail of the dragonfly finished there. So now I'm going to take this and remove this. Put it down, roll it through. Okay. Now I got that here. We're going to remove this. 1 second. So now I'm going to remove this. Now, the trick was to have the dragonfly fold into, well, the head, it's kind of big. So, I'm using the cake soiree. Who would have thought to use the cake soiree with that? You can look at which object you're going to put in and look through your framelit and see what it's going to go in. So, I'm using the one that looked like a little leaf. And we're going to put that right back through. And right at the top, we're going to put that right here. Make sure your card is open. If not, it's going to go through all the layers. we're going to put that right at the top here. So the bigger part at the top going down smaller, and roll this through. Now we're going to have place for the head. Okay, let me remove the big shot because that gets in the way. Here we go. I got two cameras here I'm operating, but I think I got it. Now this was the piece of the, well, that one, it's, here we go. This is the piece of the cake swatty that I use. Now this part here, you see, we didn't cut it all the way. So now what you're going to do is take your snip this, and I like to come inside here and just snip it. So then you get a perfect clean cut. Now you're going to use a piece, I use vanilla for this one because my paper, it's vanilla. I'm going to put my vanilla inside. And when I was cutting my piece of I'm going to have the name now, I'm blank completely. I had a little strip here. I decided to put that right here, just to decorate it even more. So really the part it's inside this card all the way. Now you're going to take your dragonfly. The best way for that is take your paper cutter. Take your paper cutter, put it right in the center. You see it's right in the center. Make sure you don't use the blade that cut, the one that the light one that score. Go back and forth just at the top. Don't have to go at the bottom. Voila. If you don't do that, then it's artful. Another thing that I did with my dragonfly, I took my wing of Stella and I just did my wing of Stella randomly. And what I mean by randomly, I didn't want the whole thing, so I just to add some glitter a bit on the wing, but I didn't want the whole thing glitter. I just wanted to sparkle here and there. So I used my wing of Stella and just, maybe the body could be more this, but the wing I just, et voila. That's it. Now you're going to take this. You see, it's almost like it was the perfect fit for that. I mean, even if I would have them make me framelits, it couldn't go better than that. Now you're going to take this, fold it in two here, and we're going to put glue dots. Well, the head's going to stay about like that. So let's take glue dots right here in the center. And now all this here, I got my, oh, that's not the one I want. I got my fine tip glue. In this, it's not fine tip, it is Tombow. You want something stronger than fine tip. So I'm using my Tombow here. And you just want that body. You don't want nothing else, nada, to be glue. Now you're going to take this, and if it's not long enough, then use your scissor and do a little bit more. Et voila, my friend. And then I got this stamp set here. I don't even know which stamp set I grabbed. I'm not sure which stamp set. I'm going to have the name in my, it says life is in, I don't know what it says. Let's see what it says. It says, life is so much better with you in it. That's what it says. And it's one of the new set. So now, when you open it up, the first time you're going to have to work it a little bit. But voila, watch this. Voila! And I took my black marker here, and I did one eye and then another eye. Imagine that too. that is it, my friend. All the supplies, the measurement will be on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. Voila, it's on the outside, and then when you open it up, very simple. So you can play with different pop-outs. Some people put trees, whatever. You're just going to have to decide which one they're going to work better. You can always use your paper cutter and cut your opening also. This is it for now. Again, if you enjoyed that, give me the thumbs up. And you can get all the supplies at FrenchieStamp.com, down below or above in the eye. Also, when you look below at the right-hand side, you get the subscribe button right there. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Bye-bye for now.